Good morning, everyone. It's me, Santi. I got one more for you. So here's what I got. I like this guy. I still can't figure out who he looks like. But hold on one second here. Boom. There you have it. This is the, of course, let me turn this way. Battle of Okinawa, U.S. Marine Corps by Ujindu. Ujindu's making a lot of people nowadays. A lot of stuff. I like it. You know? I like the box. I like the picture. It's plain, but side just has it again. Battle of Okinawa, U.S. Marines. Same as this side. The back just has that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, that being shown, we're gonna first let me show you the stuff that he comes with, okay? Hold on one more second here. Boom, there's the stuff that he comes with. He just comes with the regular old green uniform. He comes with this uniform. I don't know what the name of the camouflage is, but this is what he has. The trousers, of course. You know, comes with the trousers. The jacket here. This is the jacket and this is the trousers, and he comes with these two pair of arms. The wrists are not, they're not manipulatable. You know, he has, it's just a regular old thing. You poke it in there, the peg sticks in there, and you move it that way. Of course, the fingers, they're not super solid. You know, they're kind of soft, so you can put the rifle in there. But that's a disadvantage to me. I mean, I like it. I think it's a good idea because it doesn't have to worry about breaking it when you pull them out, right? But if you give me 1 minute here, we'll go straight to the figure. Boom! There you have it. I like this figure. The only downside is that the arms don't have the, you can't turn the arms around. You can't twist the wrists. But it does also make it look more realistic, can you say? Because you don't see the joints, you know? Now, everything that came with the box, except, of course, for the uniforms and the 2 extra hands, did fit on it, which I think is pretty nice. You know, let me take off his cover here. He comes in with this old cover, and, in the war in Okinawa, it's so doggone humid. Hat's not going to do very well. It's not going to stay in shape. So we're going to put that to the side. Soft boot. Nice and fuzzy. I like that. The gaiters, you had to put them on yourself. They didn't come on the figure. You put them on there. Not a big thing. They're not hard to put on. As you can see, it's a simple, loop, 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 loop. That's not a problem. That's for both of them. That's not a problem there. I like it. Now, his backpack came in 2 pieces, right? I'm not too sure. Let me take this off. It was pretty hard connecting them, or the bottom part, to the top part, because there was no way to connect them here in the center, right? You couldn't. So all I did was, it has 2 round loops, and I just used those loops that are here. You can't see them, but this is part of it. And I kind of looped them together. This here is the poncho. This rain gear. I like that. It's nice and long. You can fit them all the way to the top. I didn't put it on him, but I do like the way it looked. And of course you have his E-tool here. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to guess, I have no idea what that is. But I was going to say first aid kit. But I don't think so. First aid kits usually came in a smaller pack. I like this. This might be a first aid kit, right? Shoot. Yeah, might be a first aid kit. I don't know. he has two belts. Now, hold on a second here. So I took out the rifle for a second. I'll show you that in a second. But he had two belts. He had his regular pistol belt, which is here, which I have the harness connected to, right? And this is what I put his magazine for his 45. Of course, the holster for his 45 and the 45. A K-bar that he has here. I put his canteen, as you can see. And then on this side, what does he have in there? Let me see. He has a bayonet and his what I'm gonna think is a utility pouch for his take it, and that other little utility pouch. He also has this secondary belt that came with him, which is where you have ammunition, right? And in here, what did I put? It comes with a little clip of 8 rounds for his Garand. There's one in there, and I put another one in here. The rest of the pockets have little foam pieces. But I thought that was pretty cool. Would they have worn it like that in World War II? I doubt it. But I didn't want to just keep it hanging on the ground or hanging over his shoulder. I don't know if they would wear it over their shoulder in the Pacific. I've never seen photos of them wearing it like that, like they used to in the Vietnam War, wear it kind of, across the chest there. But here he has 2 magazines for the 45. You can see them right. Whoops, let me get this out of the way. I'm sorry, guys. You can see them right there. I think that's pretty cool. The uniform. It's a nice uniform. I don't know if this was called the frog, or this pattern here was called the frog. They had a nickname for it. It might have been this one, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. He have his M1 Garand. Let's see that. I like it. That's really cool. See the safety under here? This, let me see. This little piece right here, right? That little piece was the safety. You'd push it in, or you'd push it out. I'm not sure. I think if it was out, that means it's not on safe. But if it was in, then it was on safe. Right? I'm not sure. I don't own an M1 Garand. But I do like this reproduction. This looks very cool. It feels very nice. It's solid. I do like it. Does it push back? A little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I don't want to push it too much more because I don't want it to break. Let's see there. Oops, I was trying to get a picture of the sights, but that's okay. I like it. Like I said, it's a good weapon. It's good. A good look for them. Hold on one second here. So, all in all, the figure is good. It's a solid body. It hasn't flopped around, shake a little bit, but I don't want to shake it too much because I don't want to break it. So I think it looks pretty well. It feels pretty well. It's solid. Geez, if anybody could tell me who that looks like. Some reason I think it might be one of the characters from the show The Pacific, which kind of told the stories of the Marines on the islands out there, heading towards Japan, Peleliu, Okinawa, all those type of places, But I don't know which character it is. Does it really matter? Not really, because they're not gonna see his name. But I still think it looks very cool. You know, I like that scar there. It's kind of beat up. His old non-shaven face. I like it. I like the figure a bunch. I think it looks very cool. You know. There it is. You know? Now I know the poncho here is a little bit long. It should only be up to around here, but I didn't get it that way. You know, all in all, a really good figure. You can see the joint right there of his elbow, and it comes on all one piece to his wrist and hands. And that, in my opinion, is the only downfall. Is it a game changer? Nah, not for me. You know, I would still get it, and I mean, of course, I have it. Does it limit the poses you can put him in? Yeah, because I can't move his wrist into the holding the guns in different ways. It makes it difficult. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter again. It's a good figure. Company Ujindu, you know, U.S. Marine Corps, Battle of Okinawa. It's 1944s, I guess. I don't know. Very good figure, in my opinion. This is what he looks like with the helmet on. A lot of guys in a Second World War, and I think also Korea and Vietnam. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. If you guys know better, please let me know. But I think a lot of them didn't strap down the helmet because they believe that if you're wearing your helmet when a bomb went off next to you, a grenade or some kind of explosion, the concussion of that explosion would kind of blow into your helmet and it would choke you if you had it strapped on. It would try to push the helmet off and it would snap your head back, would it choke you or break your neck. I'm not sure. But this is what he looks like with the helmet on. Now, the uniform that he had, as you can see, this one has a little bit of that color on there. The same thing with the other uniform. This top has a little bit of this color on there. See? You can see that. Game changer? Again, no. It's a good figure. I would recommend it. But that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I think it was it's a good figure to get. You know, solid. It's good, and I want to increase my World War II Marines that I have, because I have a bunch of Army guys, but I don't have a lot of the Marines one. You know, so that's it for now. We'll get more done. I have those guys over there. These guys I still have to talk about a little bit. It's a bunch, but for right now, this is the one we're talking about. All right, so like I said, we'll start working on those guys over there. Thank you for watching. Leave a thumbs up and a like. You know, if you know who this guy looks like, you know what character it is, let me know. Also, if you know if they wear the ammunition bandolier across body. I don't think they would, but if you do know, let me know. Put it down in the comments down there, and we'll get that going. All right? For right now, this is Santi, and I'm out.